कश्चन भागः लुप्तः अस्ति।
एवं वा?
न अपि तु सम्यक् दृश्यते।
इदानीमपि
सुष्ठमस्ति।
किं दृश्यते? स्लैड् एव खलु?
स्लैड् दृश्यते। lakShmaNa argues against Devam with Rama.
उत्तमम्। अस्तु अस्तु, तर्हि प्रारभामहे। विनायक नमस्तभ्यं सततं मोदकप्रिय निर्विघ्नं कुरु नो देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामः सिद्धिर्भवतु नो सदा। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनाम वरानने। आपदामपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसम्पदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम्। रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय नमः। श्रीराघवं दशरथात्मजमप्रमेयं सीतापतिं रघुकुलान्वयरत्नदीपम् आजानुबाहुमरविन्ददलायताक्षं रामं निशाचर विनाशकरं नमामि। श्रीरघुराम चारुतुलसीदलधाम शमक्षमादिशृङ्गारगुणाभिराम त्रिजगन्नुतशौर्य रमाललाम दुर्वारुकबन्धराक्षसविराम जगज्जनकल्मषार्णवोत्तारकनाम भद्रगिरिदाशरथी करुणापयोनिधि। आञ्जनेयमतिपाटलाननं काञ्चनाद्रिकमनीय विग्रहं पारिजाततरुमूलवासिनं भावयामि पवमाननन्दनम्। यत्र यत्र रघुनाथकीर्तनं तत्र तत्र कृतमस्तकाञ्जलिं बाष्पवारि परिपूर्णलोचनं मारुतिं नमत राक्षसान्तकम्। बुद्धिर्बलं यशोधैर्यं निर्भयत्वमरोगता अजाड्यं वाक्पटुत्वं च हनुमत्स्मरणात् भवेत्। कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकिकोकिलम्। अद्यतन पंचांगम July, what today is 29th or 30th? 29th. I think I didn't update the date. शोभकृन्नाम संवत्सरे दक्षिणायने वर्ष ऋतौ श्रावणमासे अधिक श्रावणमासे शुक्लपक्षे द्वादशी तिथिः till 1:04 after midnight. स्थिरवासरः ज्येष्ठा नक्षत्रं till 2:05 PM followed by मूला नक्षत्रं. Indra Yoga till 9:04 PM, followed by Vaidhrati Yoga. Bhavakaranam till 2:24 PM, followed by Balavakaranam, ending at the time Dvadashi Tithi is ending, which is 1:04 after midnight, followed by Kaulavakaranam. Again, all of these are based on the Eastern time zone. Sarvebhyah Suprabhatam. So we stopped last time at the 33rd shloka. And we called, we were, though in the context of Rama's following dharma, whatever lakShmaNa was, shouting at in rage, in anger, in fury, seems like, childish. But we said, in the context of us being Rama Bhaktas, and we said, what does Rama Bhakta mean? Even for a materialist, if he asks us, hey, Rama doesn't live anymore, why do you care? Then we said, Ramo Vigrahavan Dharmaha. As long as Dharma exists, Rama exists. And so, working for Rama, working for the safety of Rama, working for the protection of Rama, working for Rama to live comfortably means working to have dharma established, to have dharma protected, to have dharma comfortably run, accepted, appreciated, is what it means. And hence, we Rama Bhaktas means we should be Dharma Bhaktas. And our role should be to imitate or mimic LaKshmaNa. In wanting the best for Rama, we also should be doing the best for Dharma, for Rama. Rama equal to Dharma, both side arrows, which means Rama equal to Dharma, Dharma equal to Rama. Because very quote is Ramo Vigrahavam Dharma. So in that context, we were studying LaKshmaNa's responses. And he said in the last few sentences where he said, hey, all these ayudhas that I'm wearing, that I'm holding, especially, the dhanu that I'm wearing is not for an alankara. The sharaha, they're not stambhaha. And the khadga is not for the holding, tying it around my waist. And so on, he says all the ayudhas that he holds are for na shobhartham, na shobharthau imau bahu. He starts with his forget all other ayudhas, whether they are there or not. My bahus, at least, they are not for shobhartham. That means I don't go and build muscles only for demoing like those bodybuilders show. Like those Mr. India shows. No, it's not for showing off. My bahus are for your protection. Tatra tvam yaprati, na dhanur bhushanayami. And the arrow that I'm carrying, nicely curved, golden, probably, coating on it. Nice on the top when it curves there, and some hanging of nice jewelry. It's not a decoration. Na bhushanaya me dhanuhu, na asihi bandhanarthaya, abandhanarthaya is for the asi is khadga. This word is not for tying it around my waist. Na sharaha stambha hetavaha. My arrows are not just sticks. They're not just mere, metal rods or sticks. They are more than that. And what are all these for? They are all for amitra damanartham me sarvametat chatushtayam. So when we say dharma stands on all four pillars, I think all of us know that, right? Dharma, anytime we talk of dharma, it stands on four pillars, we say. And we say in Kali Yuga, it stands on only one leg, because Bhagavatam story starts with that, where the Bhudevi, in the form of cow, is pleading to Bhagavan Vishnu when her husband, Dharma, Vrishabha, because Dharma is a representative of Vrishabha, which is Nandi, for example, right? And so Nandi, why do we say Nandi is always facing the linga? And we say first see that linga through the Nandi's, ears, because that means it should be a focused look at Bhagavan, which is Dharma. And what is the approach to look at Bhagavan, which means when can you really see the linga there? Only if you see through the Dharma, through Nandi. And Nandi is the representation of Dharma. Dharma has four legs, which in the traditional ones are those four. But in this context also, if you see, LaKshmaNa is saying, Amitra damanartham me sarvametat chatushtayam, to suppress and to keep the enemies. Enemies of what? In this context, enemies of Rama. For us, enemies of Dharma. Adharmic, to keep adharmic forces under control, suppressed, or in fact eradicated. For that, these four chatushtayam, what are they? The bahu, dhanuhu, asihi, and sharaha. Right? So at an individual level, the dharma has four legs of satyam, shuchihi, shaucham, Indriya Nigraha. As a collective Sangha Shakti, whatever are the ayudhas that are required. The ayudhas today might be social media. The ayudhas will be writing, building narrative, right? So there are several ayudhas that change the forms. So in the world that we are today, we are ordinary citizens. We don't hold dhanus, we don't hold ayudhas, but we have intellectual ayudhas. We have good speech. We have if we have the ability to talk, the speech to talk, convince anybody, that's the most important one. Next one is to be able to write, to be able to make decent artistic presentations. It can be a small animation video, it can be a small PPT, it can be a small, some of my friends, one of my cousin also, he loves me a lot. But he says, Anaya, 1.5 hours, who do you think will listen every day? You should make it short, he says. So probably that's another skill. Can I tell this whole thing in 10 minutes? We can. I mean, people tell the whole Ramayanam in 9 days. Right? That is a known thing. But we are experimenting differently. We want to get into as much detail as we can so that we understand. We are clearing of the Rishiranam. Anyway, so that is the Chatushtayam I wanted to talk about. The Chatushtayam here has a very good context of 4 legs. And we are talking about protecting Rama, which means dharma. And so dharma stands on 4 legs. And so this Chatushtayam is very much in the thought process of what we also believe in. And he then continues to say, Nachaham kamaye atyartham yasyat shatruhu mato mama asina tikshna dharena vidyut chalita varchasa pragrahitena vai shatrum vajrinam va nakalpaye. I don't nachaham kamaye atyartham. I don't seek anything, what do you say? I don't seek anything more than getting rid of the enemies through my sharp knife, which if we cut asidhara, the blood and all will flow like drops from there. And then he's saying, my khadga is not just an ordinary one. Khadga nishpishtau, nishpishtaihi, kahana duscharacha me, hasti ashva naraha. These 3 are hasti shiraha, uru shiraha bhavitamahi. And we said if we take the form, if we try to manifest mahi, the earth or the state, if we try to make an embodiment of it, then the head, the legs, and the hands. The hands, legs, and head are the hasti, ashva, naraha. Those are the 3 armed forces. Those are the 3 levels of forces, and that will form the sort of the embodiment of the state, mahi. And that is where we stopped last time. We'll continue from there now. Khadgadhara hatamedya.
Khadgadhara hatamedya.
Deepyamana ivadrayaha.
Deepyamana ivadrayaha.
Patishyanti dvidha bhumau.
Patishyanti dvidha bhumau.
Megha iva savidyutaha.
Medha iva savidyuta.
So he's continuing his saying, his resolve, saying what all will he do? What all will he do? So he's saying, Khadgadhara hataha deepyamanaha iva adrayaha adya dvidha bhumau patishyanti savidyutaha. So in those days, we all heard about these stories a couple of times also, right? That in those days, the mountains also had wings and they could fly. That's the story told to us. The geographical, the geo science behind it, we can analyze and discuss a little later, because when we come to Mainaka Parvata story. But till then, we will just take it as an information that is told, time and again in Ramayana, that those days the mountains were flying, and Indra, because they have obstructed his clouds, he got into fury and he has cut their wings, it is said. And so all the mountains fell off, except one. So, like that, he's saying, hey.
Vingya.
Huh?
That one was Vingya?
No, that one was the Meru. Vindhya also cannot fly. Yeah. So, he's saying likewise, these Adrayaha, even those mountains, if there are any more, if they are still Meghaha Iva, like clouds, if they are also on, even if they are as away as clouds in the sky, these Adrayaha, these mountains, which are essentially he's comparing the enemies to mountains. So that means if the enemies, however big they are, like a mountain, are able to fly away, that means as far away, but still influential they are, I will cut their dvidha, I will cut them into two, khadgadhara hataha, they will be cut into two with my, sharp knife. And dvidha bhumo patishyanti, just one strike and they will be cut into two, they will fall however far they are in the sky onto the earth. So vidyutaha, along with the lightning, because they are trying to go and stay with the clouds. So like along with that lightning, I'll make them fall down with just one strike at them. So that means so much of fury he has against the trespassers and violators of Rama. Baddha Godangulitrani.
Baddha Bodha Gulintrane.
Angulitrana. Baddha Godangulitrane.
Bodha. Baddha Bodhangulitrane.
Pragrihita Sharasane.
Pragrihita Sharasane.
Katham Purushamani Syat.
Katham Purushamani Syat.
Purushanam Mayasthite.
Purushanam Mayasthite.
So he's saying, if I stand up, Mayasthite, Purushanam, among the men, among all the men, or among all the fighters there, if I stand up, Baddha Godanguli Trani. In fact, in Balakanda also, in the description of Rama, we have read that how to hold the dhanu, and with all so many arrows, when you keep launching one after another, when the arrow goes, the arrow has some certain metal feathers, etc., or a triangle. Sometimes they could be cutting your this area of your of the hand and the wrist palm. So they wear a glove. Even those days they wear glove, and so that glove is Godha. Godha is one of the lizard. Godha is one of the lizard, and by that lizard skin, they make a glove and they tie around the palm here, or the wrist. So that Baddha Godanguli, Anguli is fingers. So along the fingers and this whole palm, they Baddha, they tie it. They wear a glove there. Baddha Godanguli Trana. Trana is protection. So the protecting lizard skin that is tied around the hands, around the fingers also, is called Baddha Godangulitrana. Baddha Godangulitrani, in me wearing that gloves, Pragrahita Sharasane, and holding on the other hand the Shara, all the arrows. With once, as soon as anyone sees my gloves, and then the dhanu and the arrow is in my hands. Katham purushamani syat. How can anyone stand for how can anyone whoever thinks that he is a man, purushamani, one who yaha swayam purusham manyate saha purushamani, or yam sarve purushaha iti manyante saha purushamani. Whether one who believes that he himself is a man or is believed to be man by his believers, whoever that man is, how will he stand in front of me? Mayi sthite, purushanam mayi sthite, purushanam purushamani, katham syat. How can anyone be there if I hold this baddhanguli and charasana?
Sati Saptami Prayoga asti va?
Sati Saptami eva. Baddhagodangalitrane pragrahita charasane mayi sthite, purushanam purushamani katham syat. How can there be anyone else, a manly guy, macho guy than me, if I stand to fight? Bahuvischaika martyas.
Ekena.
Martyaha. We'll stop at martyaha. Bahuvischaika martyaha.
Bahuvischaika martyaha. Asya ekena.
Martyasyan.
Bahuvischaika
martyasyan. Ekena cha bahun janan. Viniyoksham
banan.
Nruvagajam Nruvajagamarmasu. So Bahuvi here Asyan. Asyan itself is where is Asyan?
Naikena.
Asyan ekena.
Ekena.
So Bahubhi cha ekam artyasyan. Bahubhi cha martya asnyan ekena cha bahun janan. If I am standing to fight, ekena, by my oneself, bahun janan, bahubhischa martya, by several humans or by several men standing to fight against me, ekena viniyokshami banan nruvajigam mamar nrvajiga mamar marmasu. Something is there is a typo here. Bahuvirityadi ekamartyasya ekamanushyasya bahubhihi banaihi na kriyate api tu ekenaiva banena bahun janan samharami. That is the meaning here. So he's saying, even if several people come, just by one bana I can get rid of so many of them. That's the skill I have. Nruvo jigaja marmasu. So in the skill of the archery, with just one arrow itself, I can have it work on multiple guys. Adhyame astra prabhavasya.
Adhyame asya prabhavasya.
Prabhavah prabhavishyati.
Prabhavah prabhavishyati.
Rajnyascha prabhutam kartum.
Rajnyascha prabhutam kartum.
Prabhutvam tavacha prabho.
Prabhutvam cha tavacha prabho.
So he's saying, Adya me astra prabhavasya prabhavah prabhavishyati. So far, I haven't really used my astras.
Oh,
So he's saying, today I shall show the effect of my affecting weapons. When Rajnyaha cha aprabhutam kartum, of the king also, to dethrone him. Prabhutvam tavacha prabho, and also to establish your prabhutvam, to establish your sovereignty, your rule, and to dethrone any other king. The prabho rajnyaha cha aprabhutam kartum, our lord and the king, to dethrone him and to establish you into government. Tava prabhutvam cha kartum. Adya me astra prabhavah prabhavishyati. He's saying, I'll have real use of my weapons today to achieve the real purpose of it, to dethrone undeserving king from his kingdom, from the kingsmanship, and to establish you as the king, he's saying.
किञ्चित् वक्तुम् इच्छामि
किं महोदय?
षट्त्रिंशत् श्लोके अणान् नु वाजिन् गजं मर्मसु. Wajin, horse and elephants.
Nru also. Nru vaji gaja marmasu.
Nru vaju garmasu.
Nru is
Nrunam.
Nrunam. So Nru vaji gaja marmasu. In all the three skills, forces of infantry, horses, and the elephant. Okay. In all those three skilled forces also.
Marmasu in their what?
Skills.
Rights,
In their talented forces of men, horses, and elephants also.
Elephants, that's
Ekena, just by myself, I shall get Ekena Banena, I'll get rid of all of them, all of their banan. Even if they throw 1,000 of them, throw 1,000 arrows, with just one arrow of mine, I can get rid of all of them. Uttama Modaya, thank you for clarifying that. Yes. So the Padacheda here is
Marmasu means actually right spot in Marathi. Marmasthanam is a right spot or something, a weak spot or something.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry for the interruption.
No. Good for clarifying it. Yes. So, Adya Chandana Sarasya Keyuramokshanasya cha Vasunam cha Vimokshasya Suhrudam Palanasya cha Anurupa vimau bahu Rama karma karishyatah Abhishechana vignasya Kartrunam te nivarane. So he's again clarifying his statement or his resolve, his aim, his lakshya further. He's saying, Chandana sarasya keyura amokshanasya cha vasunam cha vimokshasya suhrudam palanasya cha. What is the aim of our government? We say, right, democracy. How do you define democracy? It is a government of people, of the people, for the people, by the people, we say. Likewise, for us, as Rama karma karishyatah, of the people, those who are doing Rama karma, I mean, this is not actually in singular, ekavachanam shashti shatrantam. So karishyan yahasti, tasya karishyataha. So he's meaning about himself. Of me doing the Rama karma, what shall I do? Adya chandana sarasya keyura amokshanasya vasuram cha vimokshasya. These are the three things I'm relieving, or I'm giving up. Chandana sara, any what do you say? Chandana sara is all the fragrances, etc., luxury related things.
Yeah.
Keyura mokshanam. Keyuram is all ornamentation. So first of all, no chandanam and all, meaning no makeup, no beautification, and no ornaments. Mokshanam, releasing all of them. Vasunam cha vimokshasya, all the wealth also. I give up all the wealth also. And suhrudam palanasya cha. Suhrut is, we said, friends, which means well-wisher. Su is shobhanam, hrud, hridayam. Those who have goodwill for us are suhruds, are our friends. So suhrudam palanasya cha, and to protect and to rule and to help the well-wishers, like-minded friends of ours. And see, there's a qualification here. Mitram is a friend. He could be anybody. He could be bad guy, good guy. But when we say suhrut, one with a good heart, it is used as a friend, but qualified by a friend with a good heart, a friend with a like-minded heart, a friend who seeks well-wish, who is our well-wisher, is called suhrut. And so suhrudam palanasya cha vasunam vimokshasya keyuramokshanasya cha chandanasarasya cha adya anurupau imau bahu. Hey, these two beautiful, well-shaped, well-muscled, full biceps, full triceps, strong forearm, hard the palm here. All of this beautiful imau in Dvivachanam, imau bahu, these two arms, hands, anurupau, that too. That means they follow the structure of the body, of a macho, manly body. These two hands are Rama karma karishyataha. By doing the Rama karma, in fact, in the Bhakti Marga, they will elaborate this shloka slightly differently. So far, we said in the Rajasika, or in the activism force, we were showing what is doing Rama's work is to get rid of all the enemies, establish dharma. The enemies today are all intellectual enemies, right? Intellectually misleading the world enemies are there. We have to fight against them, as we said. But at an individual bhakta level also, if a Rama bhakta will be devoid of these things, he doesn't care about beauty, chandanasara, foundation, painting, powder, no color enhancing efforts required. Keyuras, no decorations, ornamentation, too much, all of that is not required. If required, we give away all our wealth also. And all this to protect the well-wishers of Rama and Dharma. If Dharma needs support, we give away our wealth. If Dharma needs us to come running, we don't worry about, oh, am I well-dressed or not? We just jump in. We just jump in without looking at ourselves. Don't get mistaken that, we also spoke that Lakshmi Tvam is looking beautiful. Looking beautiful for men and women also is the Lakshmi Tvam, of course. But in that moment of when we have to jump for the dharma karya, Rama karma karishyataha, dharma karma or Rama karma. While doing that, we ignore all these otherwise what we think as pride things or my beauty enhancing things. We forget them, we ignore them. At the moment when we have to jump instantly to side dharma, to side Rama karma. So anurupau imau bahu Rama karma karishyatah abhishechana vignasya kartrunam te abhishechana vignasya kartrunam nivarane. I will jump. These two bahus are to, of course, to ignore the other things and to protect the dharma suhruts against nivarane. Nivaranam means in getting rid of. Vignavaranam, nivaranam, vinayaka. We all should become vinayakas. We should take the energy, inspiration, the force of vigna, vinayaka in getting the nivarana, in getting the vigna, any obstructions. Te abhishechana vignasya kartrunam. Any actors who are causing obstruction to your abhishechana, to your abhisheka. That means for dharma abhisheka, for Rama abhisheka, whoever are the actors, whoever are the activists fighting against it, we will not let these two powerful bahus go waste without slaying them down, is what the spirit of lakShmaNa's statement here, as lesson, as a motto for us as Rama Bhaktas, as Ramayana Adhyayis, and as Dharma Sevakas, Swayam Sevaks. Bravihi kodyaiva maya.
Bravihi kodyaiva maya.
Viyujyatam. Also the chandas has changed here. Bravihi kodyaiva maya viyujyatam.
Bravihi kodyaiva maya viyujyatam.
Tava suhrit prana.
Tava suhrit prana.
Yashas suhrit janaihi.
Yashas suhrit janaihi.
Yatha taveyam vasudha vashe bhavet.
Yatha taveyam vasudha vashe bhavet.
Tathaiva mam shadhi tavasi kinkaraha.
Tathaiva mam shadhi tavasmi kinkaraha.
In fact, all of these slokas, every Rama Bhakta should read, I think. 22nd Sarga we said is Rama Gita, where he is teaching us the Bhagavad Gita, first person, directly by Rama, supporting that dharma, being a victim also. 23rd Sarga, we should read as the Bhaktas of Rama, as the army of Rama, as the friend of Rama, as helper for Rama. And the concluding one is the Kainkaryam. Kinkaraha tava asmi, is saying. And this, if you see, Shadhimam, this is exactly what Arjuna says also in Bhagavad Gita. Right? In the first Adhyaya, towards the end, he says, Shadhimam, I'm confused. You protect me or you guide me now. Then Bhagavan opens his mouth. Till that time, 60 plus 40 plus slokas, Arjuna goes on blabbering. He just listens. He doesn't open his mouth. Only when he says, Shishyastes Shadhimam, then he says, Asochan and Masochastam. What nonsense are you talking, Arjuna? Likewise, lakShmaNa also here now went on blabbering. From Rama's point of view, it is blabbering. But we said, from our point of view as individual bhaktas, this is our stotra, in fact. So he is saying, Bravihi. Oh, please mention, tell me. Ko adya maya vijyatam. Tava asurhut prana yashaha suhrujjanaihi. Tell me, who else can be employed? Vijyatam. Bruhi adya kaha. Adyaiva maya vijyatam. Tell me, who can be employed by me? What can be done by me? In fact, vijyatam as in employed, or that means can be done by me. Tava asurhat prana yashas suhrujjanaihi. Your Force, Suhrit is friend, Asuhrit is enemy. Tava Asuhrit prana yasha suhrit janaihi yatha tava iyam vasudha vashe bhavet. So that this whole earth, this state, this whole earth is under your control, is under your hands. Tava vashe bhavet iyam vasudha yatha tatha mam shadhi tavasmi kinkaraha. I have told all my feelings, my fury, my anger, that I shall do everything to ensure your Abhisheka takes place, and that anybody who is against it, I will get rid of them. However, you tell me now, you also guide me now. You tell me, what shall I do? What can I do in your favor in order to have this whole earth, the whole world under your rule, under your control? I am your servant. Tava kinkaraha asmi shadhimam tathaiva. Guide me, protect me in the same way, so that I can be an instrument in establishing your rule, in establishing dharma rule. That is the concluding prayer of Lakshmana. In fact, I think let's all say this. This is a very, very important shloka. Pravihiko jaiva maya viyujyatam.
Bravihiko jaiva maya viyujyatam.
Tava suhrit prana yasas suhrit janaihi.
Tava suhrit prana yashas suhrit janaihi.
Yatha taveyam vasudha vashe bhavet.
Yatha taveyam vasudha vashe bhavet.
Tathaiva mam shadhi tavasmi kinkaraha.
Tathaiva mam shadi tavasti kinkaraha.
Tavasmi kinkaraha.
Tavasmi kinkaraha.
Tavasti means somebody else is your kinkara. Asti is third person. Or first person. What do you call it? Asmi is the Uttama Purusha, for me. Vimrujya bashpam.
Vimrujya bashpam. Parisantvayatcha
Asakrutscha lakshmanam.
Asakrutsa lakshmanam.
Raghava vamshavardhanaha.
Raghava vamshavardhanaha.
Vacha pitre vachane vyavasthitam.
Vacha pitre vachane vyavasthitam.
Nibodha mamesha hi saumya satpathaha.
Nibodha mamesha hi saumya satpathaha.
Vimrujya visrujya. Mean bashpam visrujya. Parisantvacha. Asakrit cha lakshmanam. Raghava vamshavardhanaha. Pitriye vachane vyavasthitam. Uvacha saumya satpathaha eshaha mam nibodha. So in the last sentence of this sarga, finally after hearing, when Lakshmana finally said mam shadhi tavasmi kinkaraha, then Raghava vamshavardhanaha is, the one who enhances the glory and the repute of the Raghuvamsha. Raghava vamshavardhanaha, Rama. Lakshmanam bashpam vimrujya. For a moment, when he heard Lakshmana's fury, for a moment, tears just slipped Rama's eyes. Bashpam vimrujya or visrajya, both pathas are there. For dropping a tear from his eye. A tear, one drop of tear just slipped from his eye. Lakshmana, how much love for me, Re? Why this much love for me? Then when you feel somebody is expressing so much love, a good person will have his eyes wet, right? So vimrujya bashpam Parisantyacha, meaning consoling Rama, Lakshmana, by patting his back, hugging him. Lakshmana, don't worry, kind of a feeling, expressing it. Asakrit, not just once, multiple times. Several, tears, and several times hugging him, patting his back and all. Asakritcha Lakshmanam uvacha. He said this to Lakshmana. What did he say? Pitriye, and how did he, in what position again? Pitriye vachane vyavasthitam. Understand me, Lakshmana. I am in the control, or I am under the spell of the father's promises, of the father's statements. Pitriye vachane vyavasthitam mam nibodha. Please listen, understand me. Please understand me, who I am. I am currently under the what do I say? Not spell, I should say under the control or under the influence. Under the obligation of father's promises, of the father's statements, of the father's words. Mam, pitre vachane vyavasthitam mam, eshaha, means this me, satpataha, that too I am on the right path. I am not going on a wrong path. Satpataha mam, Saumya nibodha. Please listen to me and understand me. Ityarshe Srimad Ramayane Adikavye Valmikiye Ayodhya Kande Trayovimshas Sargaha. Now we still have half an hour, so we'll jump into 24th Sarga, which is also very, very, very lovely Sarga. Here again, if it is just a movie, then, and you have to complete it in 2 hours or something like that, then, yeah, each dialogue one says only one time, and that's it. You may cry once. But in real life, Rahasyancha Prakashancha, Brahma gave him the vision to view everything secret and public, or undocumented and documented facts to Valmiki, that he could see everything in detail as it happened and to put the screenplay for us. So, in this chapter again, you will see Kausalya crying. Rama, however, expanding his Gita into this Sarga also. In the later part of this Sarga, we will see Rama Gita continuing in giving a lot more dharma lessons to Kausalya also. So we'll see that. Atha Chaturvimsha Sargaha Tam Samikshya Vyavasthitam Pitur Nirdeshapalane Kausalya Bashpa Samruddha Vacho Dharmishtham Abravit. So all this, when Lakshmana and Rama were talking, like Kausalya is also there, right? And others are also listening there. Some of their confidants. So tam samiksha, tam vyavasthitam samiksha, tam pitur nirdeshapalane vyavasthitam tam samiksha. By observing, not just seeing, by observing, well established in following palana, follow. There is a rhyming, English word follow also is palana. Palana means following. Pitur nirdesha palane, in following the orders of the father, thoroughly established, firmly established. Tam, that Rama, looking at him, by observing him, Kausalya Bashpa Samruddha. Kausalya has her ears, her eyes full of tears, crying out of love, crying out of pride, crying out of sorrow, crying out of grief, crying out of pride because, what Rama you are, Pitur Nirdesha Palanai. Crying out of sorrow because such Rama you are going to go to pains of vana, etc. Of grief because if you go, I will be in distress here. I will be dishonored here. So with all those three feelings of pride, sorrow, and grief, her eyes are full of tears. And Kausalya Vachaha Abravit, she said the following lines, unto dharmishtam, one who is firmly established in dharma is dharmishta. In fact, one is not only established, one who practices anushtanam, every day following, doing things is anushtata.
Yeah.
Likewise, dharmishta, one who is established, sthitaha in dharma is dharmishta. Dharmishtam tam pitrunirdesha palane vyavasthitam dharmishtam tam bashpa samruddha kausalya vachaha abravit. That's the sentence, Almayam there. What is she saying now? Adrushta dukkho dharmatma.
Adrushta dukkho dharmatma.
Sarva bhuta priyam vadaha.
Sarva bhuta priyam vadaha.
Mayi jato dasharathat.
Mayi jato dasharathat.
Katham unchena vartayet.
Katham unchena vartayet.
This she is telling in her own mind. She hasn't yet spoken to Rama. Her first thoughts are still in her heart only. So he's saying, Adrushta dukkhaha. This Rama who has never faced any pain. Dharma, if his existence is dharma, his identification is dharma. Sarva bhuta priyam vadaha. One who speaks so pleasantly, so pleasingly with all beings. Priyam vadaha. Either in speech or vadanam also, if you take, beautifully looking to, pleasingly looking for all the beings, or pleasingly interacting, speaking with all the beings. Mayi jata, dasharathat mayi jataha, born in me of Dasharatha. Katham, Dasharatha means when she says here, born in me for Dasharatha or by Dasharatha, that means born by the emperor, the son of the emperor, born in me, who is a queen, first queen, official queen, Pattamahishi, the official certified queen. Katham unchena vartayet is her worry. How can he live on uncha?
Picked up.
Uncha vritti, there is something called. Uncha means
Picking up grains from the...
You don't hurt anything. Anything that falls automatically by itself is what you pick. That is the uncha diksha. And because Tyagaraja Swami is Rama's bhakta, he also followed uncha vritti. He said, I will not buy anything. I will not pick anything. Whatever is left out automatically. Let's say a bird is eating, and somehow that fruit falls down. That fruit he picks up. In a farm, grains, either by men who cut and pick the grains and all, but a few grains will be left out. Or because of wind or for whatever, some grains fall down. Only those grains I pick. I don't go and hurt the plant also. Yes, you take the grain out of it, the plant can still live. But even that small pain of picking out, of plucking out, I will not give. That is called uncha vritti or uncha diksha. Tyagaraja Swami took that because he probably read this sloka and he thought, Rama went for 14 years on uncha, and so I will also take up uncha. So she's worried that And now, see, there won't be stores for you to go and buy. You cannot cultivate any, your backyard garden, vegetable garden and all. So, at the Kousalya as a mother is worried, how will he live? Ayyo, such a beautiful, such a good, such a rich son. How will he go and live in the forest where you can only consume whatever you get? You cannot cultivate anything. You cannot buy anything as you want. In Ayodhya, yeah, you can go to any store and buy. You can go to Walmart. You can go to Whole Foods. You can go to the best of the organic Traders Joe's and buy things. But in the forest, yesterday we went to one of the state park to find out venue for Samskrita Bharati's Godavari Shibiram. Of course, that was dirty. Then I immediately thought, oh my God, if this forest, when we looked at those cabins, we thought, oh, our families cannot comfortably stay here. Of course, if we want to, Vasunam Vimokshasya Chandanasarasya Keyura Amokshanasya, if we take up that and Uncha Diksha, then we can live anywhere. But then immediately, I remembered yesterday, anyway, I was preparing Ramayana and we saw that and I thought, if I am thinking our own Samskrita Bharati families or Sangha families might not feel comfortable to stay here, how did Rama live for 14 years in that forest? So that is what even Dashratha as a mother is feeling for Rama. Yasya bhrityascha dasascha.
Yasya bhrityascha dasascha
mrishtanyannani bhunjate.
Mrishtanyannani bhunjate.
Katham sa bhokshate nathaha.
Katham sa bhokshate natha.
Vane moola phalanyayam.
Vane moola phalanyayam.
Ayam, moola phalanyayam.
Moola
So she's again thinking, yasya, one whose bhrutyaha dasascha mrishtani annani bhunjate. One whose, see, they say, right, has his meal. Right? They make, let's say, a big 250 course or whatever, big long course meal. Right? Prime Minister hardly eats what? How much? A few bites. And his staff eats a few bites and they go away. Who enjoy the most? All the cooks, the chefs, the cleaners, the watchmen, the workers, security forces, all the staff of that premises are the ones actually they enjoy that most. The actual king and ministers and all, they are, for them, this eating is not the main thing, right? I mean, they're not there for enjoyment there. So for them, this is insignificant. But who enjoyed the most? The workers, the bhrutyaha dasaha, mrishtani annani bhunjate, yasya, of whose servants and workers themselves enjoy the best food. Katham sa moola phalani. Katham saha nathaha, that too, he is the Lord. Nathaha. Saha nathaha vane katham moola phalani bhokshate. While his servants and all are enjoying the best food, most luxurious, rich, delicious food in the palace, their Lord, how can he in the forest consume roots and fruits? Moola phalani, roots and fruits. How can he consume that and live? Ayyo, is what Kousalya is still talking to herself in her heart. And then, ka etad shraddhade shrutva.
Kayetashtruddade shrutva
Kasyavana bhaved bhayam.
kasyavana bhayed bhayam.
Gunavan dayito rajñah
Gunavan dayito rajñah.
Raghavo yad vivasyate.
Raghavo yad vivasyate.
Kaha etad Shrutva Shraddhadet. She's again telling to herself in her still she's talking to herself in her heart. Kaha etat Shrutva Shraddhadet. Shraddhadet means one who will give Shraddha to it, which means how will anyone believe it? How can anyone, after hearing this, believe it? So public hasn't yet heard it, right? It's still confidential news within Dasharatha's Kaikeyi's palace there and Kausalya's palace. Now, people still don't know. So Kausalya is thinking, how will people believe this? Everybody is already eagerly waiting for all of this happening. And now how will anyone believe it? Kasyavana bhaved bhayam. Who will not get scared as well? Who will not be apprehended as well? Gunavan dayitaha rajña. Gunavan dayitaha raghavaha rajña yad vivasyate. One without blemishes, one without any bad remarks anytime. Most disciplined person, the best person, Gunavan. Dayitaha. Dayitaha is the beloved. Dayita is also used as a term for wife, which means beloved one. The most beloved one is the wife, and so Dayita is wife, beloved one. Dayitaha Raghavaha, the most beloved Rama, most beloved and the best qualified qualities, one Rama. Rajña yad vivasyate. If he is sent out on exile by the king Rajña himself, who will believe it? Or if they believe, how will they not be scared? How will they not get apprehension that, oh my God, if such good Rama himself is sent to forest, what happens to us now? I think we will lose our homes. We will lose our, the policies. We will lose our benefits. All that scare might come. People will start becoming apprehensive. How will that not happen? She's thinking that. Nunam tu balavan loke.
Nunam tu balavan loke.
Krutantah sarvamadishan.
Krutantas sarvamadishan.
Loke ramabhiramastvam.
Loke ramabhiramastvam.
Vanam yatra gamishyasi.
Vanam yatra gamishyasi.
Now she opened her mouth and she started speaking to Rama. Rama, abhiramahatvam. Oh Rama, you are Abhirama. You are the pleaser of the world. Abhitaha ramayati sarvan iti abhiramaha. Rama, abhiramahatvam vanam yatra gavishyasi. Loke sarvam adishan kritantaha nunam tu balavan. She said, Rama, you, the one who gives pleasure to the whole world. If you are going to Vanam, oh my God, Nunam tu Balavan, oh my God, wrong is this Kritantaha? Kritantaha, we said is one who ends, the ender, if I can say E-N-D-E-R, if I can say that, one who ends time. Time ends everything, right? So Kritantaha typically is the usage for Kalaha as in destiny time, meaning one that is not in your control. It runs on its own pace, uncontrolled, undeterred, nobody can change. So Kritantaha sarvam adishan, loke sarvam adishan. In this world, the time which is able to dictate everyone for everything, that our will goes, uncared for at times, how strong this time is. Nunam tu balavan. Oh my God, how strong this is. That if a good one like you also is have to go to forest in exile, how strong is this time? Ayam tu mam atma bhavaha.
Ayam tu mamatma bhavah
Tava darshana marutaha.
tava darshanamaruta
Vilapam dukkha samidhaha.
vilapam dukkha samidhah
Rudita shruhuta hutihi.
ridita shruhutahutihi
Hutihi. Chinta bashpa mahadhumaha.
chinta bashpa mahadhumah
Tava gamana chintajaha.
tava gamana chintaja
Karshayitva bhrusham putra.
karshayitva bhrisham putrah
Nishvasayasa sambhavaha.
nishvasayasa sambhavah
Tvaya vihinam ihamam.
tvaya vihinam ihamam
Shokagni ratulo mahan.
shokagniratulo maha
Pradakshyati yatha kaksham.
pradakshyati yatha kaksham
Chitra bhanur himatyaye.
चित्रभानुर हिमात्मये
Himatyaye.
हिमात्यये.
So this whole worry and lamentation, Kousalya has said, Ayam tu mama atma bhavaha. This Rama is my own reflection, means my own son. Tava adarshana marutaha. Without seeing you, I will be like fled away by wind. If I see you, then I can stand, I can be firm there. Without your sight, tava adarshana marutaha. Vilapam dukkha samidhaha. Lamenting, crying, dukkha samidhaha. I am dissolving, I am ruining myself in this grief. Samidha is one which becomes the fuel, or one which burns itself, is samidha. So dukkha samidhaha. I am burning myself in this grief. Rudrita ashru huta hutihi. Ahutihi. Ahutihi is the again samidha ahutihi. One that is offered is ahutihi. And typical material there is samidha, which burns itself. Rudita ashru huta. I am burnt by my tears, by crying. My tears are burning me, and so I am becoming an ahutihi. Rudita ashruta ahutihi. Vilapam dukkha samidhaha. Chinta bashpa mahadhumaha. When you grieve, and if anyone has cried, you will know, especially when you cry out of that emotion, you will realize that you will immediately start sweating, because your body will heat up. Nobody is cool when you are crying in this bashpa. Bashpa is heat, pressure. Bashpa oil, that's why tears are warm. Right? Tears are warm, and so body also heats up, and you will sweat also. So chinta bashpa mahadhumaha. When you heat up like that, you will probably produce a fume, it is saying. And chinta bashpa, with the worry and that emotions that come out of it, the tears that come out of it, it is going to radiate fumes. Chinta bashpa mahadhumaha. Tava agamana chintajaha. Waiting, that are generated. Jaha is generated. The dhuma that is generated by tava agamana chinta, in the worry of waiting for you. If you go today, you said you will not come back for 14 years. Waiting for you for 14 years, thinking of your arrival, hoping for your arrival, all the tears and the worry and the crying, the lamentation, all that heat that gets generated, Bhrusham karshayitva, will shrink me. Karshanam means attract, which means come close. So Bhrusham karshayitva, by shrinking me down deeply, Putra, O son, Nishvasa ayasa sambhavaha. All of this that comes through Nishvasa, through exhale, sorry. Ayasa sambhavaha. Like that, right? That is initially it will be very high, fast sighs. Then slowly you will lose that energy to lament also. Because of ayasa, tired. With tired exhales, all this that is going to happen, she is expressing all that crying related, she is describing the whole crying related emotions, the transformations in the body and all of that. Tvaya vihinam mam shokagnihi atule mahan. Shokagnihi atulaha. Mahan agnihi. Shoka, the worry fire, that too immeasurable, huge fire of worry, pradakshyati, will char me down, will burn me into ashes, not just ashes, will char me. If it is ashes, then I'm gone, transformed. But I will still be there as wood, but dark, burnt. Mam pradakshyati, it will burn me. When tvaya vihinam, without you, me, without you, I will be burnt, will be charred like that. This worry will kill me. How will it burn me? Chitra bhanuhu himatyaye kaksham yatha pradakshyati tatha ayam mahan shokagnihi atulaha shokagnihi tvaya vihinam mam pradakshyati. So Chitra bhanuhu, Chitra kartika we say, Chitra karti we say. In the summer, there will be one period of Chitra. When in one of the Chitra Karti, there are Rohini Karti, Chitra Karti. These are very most powerful summer periods. So in the Chitra, especially in the Chitra Karti, Chitra Bhanuhu, means in the Chitra Karti time, when the sun will be like, you don't normally in our childhood, I think most of us are from India, so in our childhood we remember, we take that the magnifying lens, you put a paper and you try to do this and it will slowly burn the paper, right? So they say, in Chitrakarti, you don't need that magnifying lens. The sun rays themselves are so strong and direct that they will burn us. It doesn't need a magnifying lens to concentrate the sun rays and then burn the paper. No, it will directly burn. So, Chitra Bhanuhu, that to Mahatyaye, Himatyaye. Hima Atyayam means Ati Ayam. Atyayam means one which goes, one which, what do you say, runs past you, which means one which the winner, the conqueror is Atyaya. Himatyaya. Hima is cool, the winter. Winter period, one who trespasses winter is summer. So essentially, in the summer, Himatyaye Chitrabhanuhu yatha pradhakshyati, kaksham yatha pradhakshyati, tatha mam, all of this will also burn me. It's 8:34. We will probably stop here and continue from the next one. We'll just say the shloka as per Sampradaya and stop there. कथं हि धेनुः स्वं वत्सं गच्छन्तं नानुगच्छति अहं त्वानुगमिष्यामि पुत्र यत्र गमिष्यसि. We'll stop there and continue from here next time. Can anyone say the Shanti Mantra?
Yes, Bhagaji. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramayah Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Dhanyavadaha Bhagaji.